Hello world, this is Jerry K, and I'm going to share with you something I've discovered in my very short life. Really, I realized that in all of the universe we have three kinds of people. All of us, as many as we are, I can comfortably categorize us into three groups. We are three kinds of humans, and I wanted to listen very carefully to me. There are three kinds of humans. There are the ordinary people, there are the average people, and the great people. I go through that again. Regardless of where you came from, the color of your skin, your race, where you live or whatever, we all fall into these three categories. You are either an ordinary person, an average person, or a great person. And by extension, that talks also about nations. So we have the ordinary nations, the average nations, and the great nations. I also came to find out that actually these three are separated by three things. One, by what they think about, by what they talk about, and lastly, by the kind of questions that they ask. Now let me tell you this. Ordinary people, I found out that they think about the past. Oh yes, ordinary people think about the past. While the average people, they think about the present, they think about now all the time. However, the great people, they think about the future. They're very futuristic, they think about the future all the time. Meanwhile, the ordinary people, they talk about people. Oh, that's all they do. They gossip, they talk about people. That is what ordinary people do. The average people, on the other hand, they talk about things and they talk about events. What happened and where. That is what they talk about. But the great nations, the great people, you know what they talk about? They talk about ideas. They talk about dreams, visions, ideas. That is what you see them talking about. And that is what differentiates them. I also mentioned that these three categories of humans in the world are also separated by the kind of questions they ask. It will gladden you to know that I found out what questions these people ask. The ordinary people, they ask the questions of what and who. Who did this? Who said that? What is that? Those are the questions they preoccupy their minds with. The average people, they go a little further to ask the question of when. When did it happen? And they ask why, when, and how. That is a bit further from what the ordinary people do. But you know something? The great people, the great nations, the kind of questions they ask are the questions of whys and hows. How and why. The how of a thing seeks to find out the integrity of it, and the why talks about the what caused it and all that. That is the higher way of thinking. Now, this is my question. I've shown you the three kinds of people, the ordinary, the average, and the great people of the world. And I've shown you how they talk, that they're differentiated by how they talk, by how they think, and the kind of questions they ask, regardless of the color of their skin or their race. My question for you is this, friends. What kind of person are you? Or what kind of people do you belong to? What kind of nation are you from? Are you an ordinary person? Are you an average person? Or are you a great person? Well, that is an assignment for all of us. I want you to think based on what I've shared with you on what kind of person are you. In case you want to change from one to the other, just see how you can modify what you talk about, what you think about, and the quality of the questions you ask. And you see that you can move, actually you can port. That is my very thought I share with you today. Please go ahead, find out the kind of person you are, and do all you can to change if need be. I remain yours always, Jerry K. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and meet me here some other time. Bye-bye. God bless you.